Hello and welcome to Irish Football Fan TV. This is the instant match reaction from Republic of Ireland 0, Georgia 0 away in Tbilisi. 2 points dropped in my opinion. We just looked completely flat throughout the whole game, but you know the lineup he picked was fairly obvious. It was the lineup we predicted in the Starting 11 show, and it made the most sense from Mick McCarthy's point of view that he would go with that team. So yeah, Randolph in goal, Coleman right full, Doherty left full, Egan, Duffy at centre back, and then you had Howard, Hendrick and Whelan in midfield with McLean, Collins and Callum Robinson on the right. So that was the team, and you thought that was the team because normally they're known for getting at teams, but it was just so completely flat. I have to say, Conor Howard delivers a great ball in for John Egan within the first couple of minutes, and we hit the post. I thought it was in myself, but it hit the post and bounced back out, and that was our only real chance of note in the first half. That we were constantly trying to, and look, I know the surface looked really bad, but we were just losing the ball everywhere. It looked like no one wanted to get on the ball. No one wanted to try and grab the game by the scruff of the neck. In midfield, we were just constantly losing possession, and then we're getting caught on the counter attack. I thought, you know, other than Shane Duffy and John Egan in the first half, the rest of our team were absolutely terrible. If I'm being honest, like just nothing was coming off for anybody. And I suppose Darren Randolph, he didn't have a lot to do either way, so I'm not really criticising him in that. But Duffy and Egan, I suppose the only positives we could take from this game is that they formed a really good partnership, and Egan proved he is, you know, able at this level, which I never really had any doubts of anyway. But yeah, I just hate to think that if Shane Duffy wasn't there, what way that game would have went tonight. They were horrendous in the final third as well. I thought they were just there for the taking. In the first half, I remember Matt Doherty had a chance and he went by 3 or 4 players. Although he ran it out of play, it was the only real time he kind of got on the ball and actually had a chance to run at them. McLean was very poor. I thought Jeff Hendrick had a very poor game. Howard wasn't that good either. I thought Whelan was good though, and I have to say, like, people give him a lot of abuse. I thought he done what he was supposed to do quite well. I don't think he done anything wrong, but then into the second half, there was no real chances of we were kind of relying on James Collins to try and hold the ball up. That wasn't happening. Callum Robinson, I don't know what he offers the team out on that right hand side. Either play him through the middle or don't play him at all, because himself and McLean were no use to anybody. And there's Aaron Connolly comes on at 78 minutes. When realistically you could have brought him on 60 minutes played. The impact he had when he came on, but I'll get to that in a sec. But I just look like they just kept counters on the counter attack. Seamus Coleman was trying to take on players and kept on getting caught in possession, which is so unlike him as well. Now I looked at the surface, and it looks horrendous, and you can kind of see that from the way people were receiving passes and so on. But I definitely, we just zero control of the game. Complete, like, look lost for ideas, look lost for, you know, just creating chances. There's no creativity, no nothing. Maybe a Jack Byrne or an Alan Judge to come on there at 60 minutes and try and change the game in our favour, because we just look out of sorts and out of ideas until Connolly came on, and then when he had that direct approach. Alan Brown came on as well for Callum Robinson, but he didn't really affect the game too much. But Connolly did, and you know, he had 2 chances within the time frame he was on, and he was just looked like he terrified the defence. And obviously he gets the one shot off from the McLean ball in. And he doesn't even think about it, he just shoots. If that was anybody else, he would have took a touch, looked to play someone else in. We're too nice in the opposition's half. We're too nice. And that's the thing, when Connolly came on, he wasn't nice. He didn't let them settle. He wanted them to get frustrated and unsettled. And that's what he did. He unsettled them. And then he had the chance at the end where he gets in behind. And that's what we're lacking so much, is a player that can run in behind. You know, why not play Collins with Connolly, drop Robinson and have a 4-4-2 and or whatever way you want to do it, 4-5-1 or whatever, but have maybe Connolly coming in off one of the flanks, because the two lads out on the flanks are not offering us absolutely anything, and go from there, because I think Connolly is a player now that, for me, teams are going to be frightened of him because of his pace. You know, and it kind of brings me back to another thing, is that we will have Enda Stevens back for the Switzerland game. And if you're looking at Callum Robinson on the right, what's he do? Is he any better than Matt Doherty was against Gibraltar? That's the question I put to you guys, because I struggle to see what Callum Robinson is offering. I know he's been good for Sheffield United. I know he's played good for Ireland before, but he's not really shown it. In this campaign, I'm yet to see him show me why he deserves a starting spot. Okay, he runs, and you know, the odd time he brings players into play, but I just don't see it. I think maybe Coleman and Doherty would link up better, or Coleman and Connolly. But something needs to change for the Switzerland game. I don't think that was not good enough. And as I said, zero control of the game. Shane Duffy was unlucky probably not to score at the very end with a header, and I thought he was brilliant throughout the game. John Egan was fantastic at the back as well. As I said, proves now he could play at international level, which I had no doubt about. They're the only positives to take from the game, is that our two centre-backs were brilliant. Whether that's a compliment to Georgia or not, but we need a much better performance against Switzerland, and I think tonight showed how much we miss David McGoldrick and how important he's been since he came in, since Mick took the reins from Martin O'Neill, and I think that goes under the radar a little bit. He showed against Georgia at home how important he was, taking the ball in, bringing players into play. Collins was getting frustrated up there, and I don't think it was too much his fault, because he was fairly isolated. Players were miles off where he was when he was receiving the ball in the opposition's half. He had no players around him to give the ball to. So maybe that's a tactical thing which Mick has to sort out. But yeah, in my opinion, 2 points dropped. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We'll have more content to come tomorrow at the final word and match previews and starting 11 shows for Switzerland away. So thanks for watching, and we'll speak to you soon.